How much of your project is motivated by your dad, his early death, and your yearning for him?
My father's disease definitely impressed upon me our mortality and the grave limitations of our biology, because he got sick when I was 15, he died when I was 22. And I also felt it was a cloud in my own future, because I felt I probably inherited his genetic disposition. That became clear in my 30s when I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. And it was at that time that I really took this seriously. When I was in my 20s, I felt, okay, this is on my long-term to-do list. I will have to deal with this at some point. When I got to my 30s and was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, I felt, okay, the time has come. I tried the traditional approach for a while. It actually made things worse. So then I actually sat down, okay, I'm going to approach this as a scientist and as an engineer and gather all the information that's known. And clinical practice does not necessarily reflect all of the information we have. And I came up with my own program and saw that we really do have the means, at least in some cases, and fortunately in mine, to overcome our genetic disposition with our own knowledge and ideas. And the knowledge we have is growing, and we have this whole field of biotechnology where we're gaining the means to reprogram our biology, just the way we reprogram our cell phones. I mean, this is downloading new software now as we speak, but I'm still walking around with outdated software that evolved thousands of years ago. So I've changed my software in some ways, in that I have a cholesterol of 100 rather than 280, and many other things like that have improved.
Do you think you can bring back your father in a way that he would have continuity of consciousness?
I've got, in fact, hundreds of boxes of documents and recordings and movies and photographs, and I'm in the process of digitizing all that. And actually a very good way to express all of this documentation of my father, who's a musician. I have all of his music, I have all of his letters, I have movies and other artifacts, would be to create an avatar that an AI would create that would be as much like my father as possible, given the information we have about him, and including possibly his DNA. That person would be very much like my father, and you could argue that he would be more like my father than my father would be had he been alive now, which he would be close to 100, so it's possible he could be alive, but he wouldn't be very similar to the way he was when he was 58 and died, over 40 years ago. And he would pass a Frederick Kurzweil Turing test with me as the judge, or anyone else who knew him.
And the Turing test, named after the computer pioneer Alan Turing, what is that?
The classical Turing test is you have a human judge, and you have an artificial intelligence and a human foil, or maybe several of each, and the human judge interviews them both.
Or all of them.
Or all of them, and if he or she can't tell the difference, we say the computers have passed the Turing test. And in my view, if an entity passes a Turing test for being human, let alone the specific person, that person is conscious. Now, you raise another question, okay, this avatar of your father will be a conscious person, and it will convince you that it's your father based on your faded memories of him, but that doesn't mean it's actually his consciousness. It doesn't have his identity, and that may be true. These are philosophical issues for which you can't really resolve scientifically.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please tell your friends and family and spread it on social media. Guys, we have to get back in love with finances and reading. Pick up a book. It's very, very important, guys. It's very important that we educate our friends and family. You're listening to the channel. You're getting educated. But we definitely have to spread the word, as we can see. And I'm going to go over Bitcoin first, and then I'm going to go over the market. Now, basically, cryptos, of course, right now are moving up. If we go to stablecoins, we see that it's 99 and below. You saw the pump. So we see that, just like I stated, what the stable coins, they're the ones that give the altcoins, and Bitcoin is considered still an altcoin when it comes to Tether. So they are getting the pump from the stable coins, like I stated. Now, there was a Bloomberg article yesterday that stated the best coin since 2018, after the big boom, has been Tether. And I went over that with you. Tether has slowly creeped up to the number 4 biggest crypto, guys. So we can clearly see they're just moving our current system over to blockchain and crypto, where everything will be tracked. So if you wanted to do a cash transaction, you didn't want anybody to know about it, then basically you could get away with it. But now, of course, everything is going to be on blockchain. And believe me, Dash, Monero, those coins, of course, will have some type of stipulation on it in order for you to use them. Believe me, they're going to come out with that. But basically, with Bitcoin, it was $300 million moved. And they said that it was moved to a Swiss crypto account. So, guys, it's going to be big. Like I stated, we will get a good pump this month. But we clearly see that cryptos, we are definitely the future, guys. Plain and simple. And going over the market, and then also putting in cryptos together, they're running, while everybody's sitting at home, they're running automation, driverless big rig trucks on the road while everybody is at home. Now, don't forget that you have crypto, you have automation, and then, of course, you have AI. So if I take a driverless truck with nobody in it, I basically program it to accept money. So now this truck can pay for its insurance. It doesn't have a driver to pay. It can pay for its gas. Because, of course, I'll have a gas pump that's automated. Robots coming out pumping it. So the fact is that no human is involved in the transaction, guys. You can clearly see where that is going. Now, today they came out, they said it was going to be about 3 million people unemployed. Just this first few weeks, there was 6.6 million people applying for unemployment benefits, guys. Guys, this is real. And this haven't even started yet. These companies are going to get these big checks, and they're going to wait till the end of the year and the beginning of the year of 2021 to lay off. So guys, it is coming. Get prepared. And please start your own business. And you might say, what type of business should I start? Guys, the emerging markets are going to surpass the United States. Remember, it's only about 350 million people in the United States. There's billions of people over in the emerging markets. Do your research and find something to sell. There's billions of people in China. They sell to us, but the fact is that they're rising. That movie, Rich Asians, was for a reason, guys. Remember, this is nothing but programming. Guys, they're going to be the ones that are going to overtake us, and I'm going to do a video tomorrow to show you that, just so therefore you can understand what they're doing. But guys, there's billions of people over there. Find something to sell to them and make it happen. Now, we have Warren Buffett, who has $128 billion sitting on the sidelines. Guys, the reason why is that they're doing the same thing they've always done. They're hoarding cash because they know everything is going to sink, and they can get everything for pennies on a dollar when these companies fold. This is nothing but a big game. They've done this over and over and over again. I went over Warren Buffett, and a lot of people see this old guy, but if you understand Berkshire Hathaway and the shell companies, how they created those to dodge taxes and how it became such a big company, then you'll understand. You can go back and look at those videos that I did on that. So guys, you have to do your research And when I did the video, I gave you plenty of research, so therefore you can see it. But interesting thing, and basically I have the video of Ray Kurzweil at the beginning, and of course he's talking about, of course, bringing somebody back from the dead. Guys, he's all about the AI, singularity net. So guys, one thing that we must understand is that man has always tried to replace the Most High. So guys, you have to, just like I said, you have to get back reading and understanding. So therefore you're not a fool to this, to the tools, to the devil's tricks. So you have to get yourself educated. Now, basically, an interesting fact, as far as I was reading on some subjects, and I saw that the NBA bylaws would have the Lakers winning as the NBA champions. So I find that funny. Without the season, basically that would be a clause in there. Whoever had the best record by April 1st would actually be the, well, actually it was back in February, but as of April, if the season is done, they would be named the champion. So I thought that was very interesting, instead of folding the season and starting over next year. But guys, that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the 2 books, Cryptoteacher and the NWO book. Also, we have the links, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Also, don't forget about your stocks, your chip stocks, your gaming stocks, the banks, your cobalt. They need that for the electric batteries. Guys, well, the stocks, you're looking at the Dow. The Dow is only 30 stocks, guys. There's plenty of stocks that are making money right now. Dig in. I give you the stocks that are going to make it through the storm, because that's the future. Don't forget about they're selling, of course, the narrative with the virus. You can look at the numbers. The numbers make no sense whatsoever. They said up to 200,000, but millions died of the flu. Guys, don't let the media beat you in the head. Do your research. Numbers are facts. They can run numbers to the masses, because the masses don't go back and check behind facts. They just don't do it. They basically, when you look at TV, they keep older reporters on television, because that's more of a father figure. And just like I said, I do a video about that. But when you have a father figure on TV, an older man, people are trusting. Same way when they did with the C virus, they have this lady up there that looks like a school teacher, and she's talking about the virus. People are trusting. You must have the image. Guys, image is the most powerful thing in the universe. Vision, guys, vision. And that's the reason why it says the eyes, you may have eyes, but you do not see. You have ears, but you do not hear. Because basically those things can definitely, the devil can play tricks on you. But guys, like I said, the virus stocks, we also have weed stocks that are going to go up to the moon. Because, of course, people are going to have depression, anxiety. That's what's going to be next. So, guys, make sure that we're paying attention to the narrative, investing, educating our family. We have to get prepared. And y'all have a wonderful day.